Hi everyone, Nat Richards from Techs on the Move here, and of course now I have to say that I'm also from Totem Migration, which is the sister company of Techs on the Move and normally happens doing its work in the background for those that need visas, but in these times where we're offering our migration services to a wider pool of people than we usually would, Totem Migration is getting a little bit more airplay. Nonetheless, the reason why I'm making this video today is because I want to keep people as updated as possible on some conversations in important places that are happening around the potential for people who are already here on working visas to be brought into the Australian welfare system one way or another in light of all of the rapid changes and scary developments that are coming with coronavirus or COVID-19. So I want to be extremely clear in saying that I'm making this video right now at about noon on March the 25th. And that's important because I do expect that this is going to, that this situation is going to develop and change quite quickly. Could be this afternoon, could be in the next 48 hours, I don't know. But I'm certainly fielding a lot of calls from people who are here on visas and are concerned about their welfare moving forward. So I think it's important for me to do everything I can, or that we can as Techs on the Move or Totem Migration, to put it out there. So to get to the point, we are, as registered migration agents, part of an institute, part of a representative body called the Migration Institute of Australia, or MIA, and they communicate with us regularly whenever they've got something important to tell us about things that they are working on with the Australian government. Normally in good times, that's stuff that you can sort of see coming from a long distance and work towards gradually, but of course in these unprecedented times it's all moving very fast. There's also been some published stuff in the national newspapers overnight about conversations that the Migration Council of Australia has been having with the Australian government, and it's very much along the same lines. And basically these representative bodies are concerned about what is going to happen to those who are here on temporary visas, usually skilled and working, so that would be people on visas like the 482 or the 457 for the most part, in our little corner of the migration world, automotive, who may unfortunately find themselves in a position where their positions are no longer tenable with their sponsors, and they may fall on hard economic times because as things currently stand with current legislation, unfortunately those people here on temporary visas and not yet permanent residents or citizens are not able to draw on the Australian welfare system. So you can't get benefits for a lack of employment, and nor would you ordinarily be involved in the sort of stimulus or assistance funding that comes along for one-off and extraordinary events like coronavirus. So we believe that that may change within the next little while, and we don't know how. We don't know exactly what that looks like, what sort of benefits will be received, how that process actually works, so where you may need to register and what processes would be put in place to make sure that you're actually getting the support that some of us unfortunately are going to require. But what I can say is that these conversations are happening in the right places, and it looks like we can expect more to follow from the Australian government on this issue shortly. So if you're in a position where it's looking increasingly unlikely that you'll be able to stay in your full-time employment with your sponsor here in Australia, please try to, as you're keeping the rest of your world together, please try to maintain some level of positivity that the Australian government will be there to help you get through this hard time and you're not going to end up out on the street. So I'm going to leave it at that for now because it is going to be a changing space. Of course, we will publish more content on this as soon as it comes to hand. I'll be throwing it up on YouTube where, of course, this is being hosted. So please pay attention to our YouTube channel if you're looking for more info on this. And of course, I'll also throw it onto our Facebook account. So for anyone that is interested in this stuff, or perhaps working with others who have got these same questions but who have not previously had anything to do with Techs on the Move or Totem Migration, do not hesitate to refer them our way. If any of you have got any questions that you would like answered, I'm happy to try to do that for you wherever I can. Nat Richards is my name. My number is 0429 468 754, and you can reach us or me at nat.richards@techsonthemove.com.au. Thanks everyone. Best of luck.